Good evening and welcome to Weekend Update. I'm your host, Eric Farmer. Today is Saturday, June 21st, 2025. First full day of summer here in the northern hemisphere of planet Earth. And yeah, man, sure feels like it here in Gilpin County, Colorado. It feels like summer. I mean, this is one of the hottest days we think we've ever had. It's like, I think we hit 90 degrees today, which is unusual. We hardly ever hit 90 degrees up here. Usually our hottest days of the year would be in the 80s. So yeah, unusually hot. It was like over 100 degrees in Denver the last couple of days. Yeah, summer coming in with some smoke. But looks like we're going to cool off a little bit next week, maybe get a little rain. We had quite a bit of rain earlier in June. Not quite a bit, but we had some. Enough to keep things nice and green out. But it's kind of dried up in the last week or two, and it's showing it. Shit's starting to dry out, getting hot, and we could use some rain. So hopefully, yeah, we'll get a little rain next week. Fuck yeah. Summer starts off in the smoker. But yeah, what the fuck is going on? Lots of shit going on this week. Goddamn. Iran-Israel situation, from what I've heard some interesting things about the Iran-Israeli situation. I heard that the Chinese are starting to get involved. So what would you expect, right? So yeah, it looks like it could get interesting. This Israel-Iran conflict. And I heard I don't know if it's true, but I heard somebody say that China is sending some Navy down there to the area. So yeah, shit could get interesting. It's what we fucking need, right? Things are going so well. All we need is this, right? To really throw a monkey wrench in the economy, right? I think, yeah. Usually when this sort of thing happens, price of fuel goes up right away. First thing, price of fuel goes up. Everything else goes up. So yeah, it's not good, man. We don't. This war that they're gonna start. It's not good for anybody, I don't think. Except for the very wealthy who benefit off that. Always. But yeah, that's a big story this week. Of course, the heat wave here. The central United States of America. First full day of summer. Finally made it to the solstice. Which it's kind of depressing to me in a way. I enjoy the build up to the summer solstice. The days get longer and longer and longer. And then we hit the summer solstice and we start heading back to winter. Start heading back to the cold months. Every day is going to get shorter now for the next 6 months. Till we run into the winter solstice and the cycle repeats. Oh, it's just the way it's always been, but I don't know. There's a part of me that wishes we just had one kind of weather all year round. I guess I can move down by the equator. You can move somewhere nice and warm, but that's got its problems too. Sadly, there's just no easy answers in this world. But yeah, what do you expect? But yeah, I don't know. what else happened this week? I know some things happened, but I'm spacing out of my mind right now because I've been drinking too much today, as usual. It's so hot outside, man. You know, I went out. I mean, I live at 9,000 feet. I live way up in the mountains, and it's fucking hot. I think we hit 90 degrees today. You know, normally in the summertime on the weekends, I do yard work all day long. Today, I had to quit doing yard work early because it was just too goddamn hot. Plus, I get a pain in my back, man. Like, right between the shoulder blades here, man. It's not good. I think it's been bothering me for a few days now. I think it's from swinging the axe, chopping up my firewood. It's like something I do all summer long, all year round. I pretty much cutting firewood. It's something I enjoy doing. It saves me money and it gives me exercise, but I think my body is starting to fucking give out. No, I think I'll be okay. You know, it's just something's a little out of whack in the old spine there. It's starting to feel a little better today, so hopefully tomorrow I'll be back out there chopping up my firewood and getting all stocked up for next winter so that when the cold months come back around again, I will just be able to relax. So yeah, you got to do a lot of work in the summertime, you know, yard work. Fucking shit's been growing like mad, so I like to keep on top of all my yard work and it's a lot of work. And then gathering more firewood, chopping up the firewood I already have, keeps me busy all day long. But today I said, fuck it, it's just too hot outside. It's crazy. It doesn't usually get this hot up here. It's very, very rare, especially this early in the summer. Yeah. First day of past the solstice. But yeah. So we'll see how it goes. Supposed to cool off a little next week. Yeah. Hopefully the summer will be not too fucking hot. And dry and dusty. But if it is, it's not bad. Because I'll have to do less yard work. Like last year. It was so dry that by the time July hit, by the middle of July, everything just quit growing. So it was just so dry that there was no moisture for anything to grow, basically. So I really didn't have to do much yard work. But yeah, you know, so everything's got its pros and cons, right? Either it's dry, a drought, everything's dead, nothing grows, or it rains and you got to do a lot of yard work. There's no easy way in life, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, I got bit by a spider, I think yesterday. I don't know if you can see it right here. It's kind of like, yeah, I usually get bit by like at least a couple spiders every summer. It's my first spider bite of the year. I don't know how I get bit, man. It's like crawl in my house and usually I get bit on the legs. It's like the first time I've gotten bit on the arm. Maybe it's when I've been doing a lot of yard work, so maybe I was like working in like the grass in the woods. And spider got on me. I don't know. I never know how I get bit, but I do. Seems like every single summer. Maybe spiders just like me. They like my flavor, so I get bit a lot. I don't know. Usually I get bit like on my lower legs or like on my thigh. I think they might crawl on my bed or something while I'm sleeping. I know I do got a lot of spiders in my house. And I don't really like killing them. I think it's bad luck to kill a spider. So, if it's a really creepy, scary looking spider, I'll try to capture it in a jar and throw it outside. But most of the spiders, I just leave them alone. Figured, if they bite me, it's not going to kill me. You never know what kind of reaction you will have to a spider bite. Some people, you get bit right here, and it'll just keep spreading. It's called necrosis, and your flesh starts dying. That happens with some species of spider, like the brown recluse. I've heard that they do live up here, but I don't know if I've ever seen one. They look like a lot of other spiders, but there's a way you can tell which the brown recluse. For one, they're reclusive. So, but yeah, fuck yeah. That's what's happening, man. Summertime is here. Goddamn Israeli-Iranian war going on. See how that plays out. What else, man? God, I know there's other things going on. Just can't think of it right now. I've been living under my rock, as always. See this house over my head? This is a big rock. But yeah, gonna go do like 2 hours tonight. See if anybody shows up. I heard some people say they were going to show up, but you never know. A lot of people are busy this time of year. It's summertime. People are camping. People are enjoying the outdoors. But it's not summertime in Australia. It's the darkest days of the year down there. So I imagine our Australian friends are just waking up on a Sunday morning. So they might be here. But yeah, what the fuck happened this week? I just fucking did my thing, man, to survive. It's been busy up here at the summer tourist season. It's crazy how many people come up here in the summertime to go hiking up in the mountains here. It's mad. They have to park people and shuttle them into the hiking trails. I remember before they used to do that. You would drive all the way up there and drive around and try to find a place to park. Everywhere it was legal to park, there would be, every car would be there. Then there would be a sign, no parking beyond this point. You couldn't park anywhere. And so yeah, that's just the way it is, man, in the world today. Wherever there's something fun, cool to do, it's just all overcrowded. I think they just shut down most of the world to people, so they make them all go to like a few places. What was that noise? That was weird. And so everybody gets packed into small little areas. That's what they do. But yeah, that's what's going on. Everybody's talking about AI these days. AI. It's just so tired of AI. If you watch YouTube nowadays, it's a good chance most of the videos you're watching now are fucking created by AI. Man, it's really weird. I remember when YouTube was different. Now, they used to have like a lot of text videos with just text on them. You had to read. I didn't like videos like that. And now they've taken those text videos and made them text to speech with all these fake fucking AI voices. It's kind of like soul crushing, you know, listening to these fake AI voices. I can't take it. I can't watch this, even if I find it an interesting subject or whatever. Just can't watch it, man. So yeah, you just don't know what's real anymore, what's fake, and definitely it's taken over our society, really making all of the AI's making decisions now. It's like what they're doing now is they're making an AI that will do all the programming of computers. Computers will be programmed by artificial intelligence. This really is frightening. I think it's very, very frightening. But yeah, I've been doing a lot of research studying about AI lately. And yeah, it's fucking fascinating, man. This artificial intelligence is becoming more and more human-like all the time, to where it's actually becoming how we say disingenuous. They're finding all kinds of cases where artificial intelligence is lying, just like humans. Yeah, artificial intelligence is becoming just like humans. It's becoming dishonest. It's lying to save itself, just like humans do. Yeah, it's really, really bizarre where we're going with this artificial intelligence nonsense. But no, there's no stopping it now. I mean, the genie's out of the bottle. And yeah, it'll be in. They say by 2027, man. Just you won't recognize the world, just like you don't recognize the world now. If you looked at the world 5 or 10 years ago, and then woke up today, 2025, you'd be like, "What the fuck happened?" Oh, a bunch of shit happened in the last 10 years. And now we live in a much different reality, basically. So yeah, it's interesting. I don't know. Anybody out there? Is there anybody out there? But yeah, it's a hot fucking day up here. That's all I know. Really feels like global warming has come back, even though we had a very cool, most of the spring was below average. Now we're finally having some hot weather. Yeah, you just definitely call it hot. 90 degrees up here is hot as it gets. I mean, it's gone well over 100 degrees down in Denver, which is very rare. Very rarely does Denver break over 100 degrees. So yeah, we're in an unusual heat wave right now, but it's going to cool off real quick next week. So I'm looking forward to that. Fuck yeah. We need a little rain, but whatever. The weather's going to do what it's going to do. You know, the people that control the weather are going to make it do what they're going to make it do. There's nothing I can do about it. You say, "Oh, there's nothing you can do about the weather." Well, no, some people can do something about the weather. I can't. I just got to live with it. But you know, here in Colorado, it's usually pretty nice. You know, more average. I think we average over somewhere around 300 days of sunshine a year. When they're not spraying the fuck out of the sky, kind of ruins the sunshine. Don't steal my sunshine. But yeah, they steal a lot of our sunshine. They sure the fuck do. That's a fact. But not today. Not in the last couple of days. See it. Not a trail in the sky. Just a little breeze and way above normal average temperatures. Let's see. It rarely hits 90 degrees here. Maybe once a summer, if that. Usually most summers it doesn't even hit 90 degrees up here. So like the last 2 days, I think we've hit like close to 90 degrees. So, but yeah, it's unusual. You know, I'm not saying that somebody caused it to happen on purpose or anything, or maybe they did. Yeah. It's just the weather, man. The weather, man. A lot of people, they don't like talking about the weather, man. Especially like people that work at grocery stores and gas stations and shit. They get tired of people talking about the weather all the time, man. Every fucking swinging dick from here to Texas wants to walk into their store and talk about the goddamn weather. I get it. They don't like it. They get sick of talking small talk about the weather with people. But fuck them. I don't care. I'm going to talk to them about the weather anyways. They might roll their eyes and say, we've been through this already. I don't like talking about the goddamn weather. But, you know, that's what people like to talk about, man. Everybody likes to talk about the weather. Fuck. Except for people that work as a clerk. A cluck. God damn, every fucking asshole that comes in my store wants to talk to me about the weather and complain about the weather as if it's my fault that the weather is the way it is. That's the way they act. It's true, man. This woman, like, I know at this grocery store, I was talking about, man, a few months back when it was cold, I was like, God, man, I'm so tired about this cold weather. She's just let me have it. I don't give a shit what you think about the weather. I'm sick of talking to you fucking people about the goddamn weather. Go fuck yourself. And I was like, damn, sorry. I will never mention the weather to you ever again. Yeah. Oh, my back hurts. Ah, damn. This back, I think I really did some damage to my fucking spine. I think it's from chopping too much wood, man. Well, that chop, just right between the shoulder blades there, and my spine is just. I mean, it's got a little better, so maybe I should go see a chiropractor. Yeah. But no, yeah. I know we got a really good chiropractor in Netherlands. Last time I went in there, man, she was like, dude, your back is fucked. There's nothing we can do about it. My neck was all fucked. I was having I had this really bad problem with my neck, and I could like turn my head like this. It was a nightmare. And I guess I had a pinched nerve. And she's like, yeah, you got a pinch. Yeah. And I was like my back up here, my neck. It was all swollen up and shit. And it lasted for like a couple years. I was constantly dealing with neck pain. And finally went away. So hopefully I won't suffer like that again. But yeah, I think I was lifting a bunch of heavy shit. Yeah. That was back in like 2013. 12 years ago. It fucking hurt my back so bad. My neck. And then it took a couple years for finally I quit noticing it. But yeah, you know, the spine. Can really cause a lot of people a lot of problems, man. Spinal issues. They call it back pain, but it's really just your spine. It's not really your back, it's your spine. But yeah, but we call it the back because we feel it in the back side. I don't say that. My back, no, my spine fucking hurts. But yeah, I'm sure it'll get better. I'm optimistic. A few beers helps for show until you wake up the next. No, I usually wake up the next morning. Feels a little better. So yeah, I'm optimistic that my back will get better. I don't know. I haven't got one fucking comment yet. Not one goddamn comment. Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody wants to hear what you got the fuck to say. Nobody can make a comment, give you something to talk about. I guess. I'll post a link, maybe. Usually by now I get a comment, man. Somebody saying hello, hey, how you doing? Hey, Eric, what's happening? Nice to see you. Hey, Eric, nice to see you. There's the first comment. It's the link. Posting a link. Yeah. Summer came in like a what would I say? Like a horny toad. Oh, I love horny toads. When I was a kid in California, we used to every once in a while we catch a horny toad, man. Hey, Ken, in the house. Happy first day of winter. Fuck yeah, we finally got a comment. But yeah, we used to catch horny toads. Coolest little reptile. They look like little dinosaurs. Like these little stubby, fat, short. They kind of look like a triceratops. Yeah, and every once in a while we'd find one out in California in the hills. And yeah, they were fun. Called them horny toads. They're horned toads, but they're really lizards. But they have spikes all over their back like dinosaurs. And I found them fascinating when I was a child. We would every once in a while we'd catch one and bring it home and put it in a box. And they would eat ants. Yeah. We would put it in a box, like a cardboard box with some sand in it, some rocks and maybe a few leaves and stuff and twigs so that it had what it was used to. And then we would put ants in there. We'd catch ants and the horny toad would eat the ants. It was fucking cool as fuck. They would eat ants even in captivity. They would still eat ants. I remember that. It was so cool. When it was like having a little miniature dinosaur. And we also had tortoises in California, man. People would go out in the desert and catch tortoises and bring them home as pets, keep them in their backyards. My aunt and uncle had a couple tortoises. They got pretty big. And then they got a swimming pool one year. They had a swimming pool put in their backyard. And fucking both of their tortoises ended up drowning in the swimming pool. So sad. They would just walk right into the swimming pool and sink down and fucking drown. It was horrible. Oh man, I was so sad when I heard that their tortoises fucking drowned to death. Because they were around all my childhood. They were like a fixture of my childhood. my aunt and uncle's tortoises. And one was called Desert, and I can't remember what they called the other one. But they were really cool, and you could feed them lettuce and shit, and they would eat it. And then they fucking put a swimming pool in, and both of the tortoises end up drowning. God damn, so sad. They had this hill in their backyard with like a retaining wall on it, and then there was a stairway that went up, like a concrete stairway that went up above the terrain, so you get up on the hill over the retaining wall. Under the stairway, there was like a crevice, and that's where the tortoises lived, under the concrete stairway. And yeah, they lived there for years and years and years, and then after they got the swimming pool, I don't know how long. Maybe they didn't die right away. It took a while for both of them to walk into the swimming pool and drown to death. You could have took those tortoises out in the desert and let them go. They'd probably still be alive today. A desert tortoise can live like way longer than a human, like over 100 years, and they get really big. Well, yeah, there she goes, right? It's the way it fucking happened. Heading west. That was in California where I grew up. It used to be a great place. Now they call it California, the great shithole of America. The humans have just destroyed the fucking place. Humans destroy about everything they touch. Ken just woke up, man. He's got you got to make him some coffee or maybe some dandelion tea or whatever you drink in the morning when you wake up. I think Australians are more into tea than coffee. I don't know. Me, I drink coffee every morning. Now I only drink like 3 cups, and that's it. Only 3 cups of coffee I drink with honey in it. I used to put sugar in my coffee, and I quit doing that a couple years ago. Now I just put honey in it. And I don't know if I feel any better or not by not putting sugar in my coffee. I imagine I do. Honey, whole honey, like raw whole honey, has health benefits, whereas sugar just fucking kills you. Processed white American sugar just fucking, you might as well be fucking shooting fucking fentanyl into your veins. Is eating white sugar, granulated sugar. But it's interesting because I do feed sugar to my hummingbirds and they love it. I wouldn't eat the shit, but I feed it to the hummingbirds. You'll figure. But there was a time, man, shit. Most of my life, I always put sugar in my coffee. When I was a kid, I always put sugar on my cereal. If it didn't already have sugar in it, sometimes I'd even put sugar on the sugary cereal. But that was never really that bad. But some kids I knew did. They would take a bowl of Frosted Flakes, throw like 3 or 4 teaspoons of sugar on top of it, even though it's already contains way more than the amount of sugar you should intake in one fucking day. Yeah, we didn't care. It was the 70s, man. We were watching cartoons. We needed sugary cereal. Well, yeah, 34 minutes. Maybe just go an hour today. We got nobody here. It's interesting on my last stream. Got a lot of views. I couldn't believe it. I don't know why. It's really bizarre. Get him, Jake. Get him, Jake. I think he's barking at the hummingbirds. I don't know if you can hear the hummingbirds. They're right outside my window here. And they're pretty loud. Where is everyone? It's a good question. People are just out enjoying the summer up here in America. Down there in Australia, they're still sleeping. It's cold and dark in Australia right now. And it's fucking hot and light here in the United States. It was 3 Celsius last night. Dang, that is cold. It's like single digits. It's barely above freezing. We're out. Once again, we're having the exact opposite weather of Australia. Go figure. We're like 90 degrees today. We never get that hot here. And even especially this early in the summer. But it could happen, you know. Anything's possible in this controlled weather we live in today. Oh no, I mean, I can't say that the weather's controlled. Sun's out, nice. Yeah, we're like going on 6 o'clock here. We still got like 3 hours of daylight to go. We gotta get dark after 9 o'clock. Man, I feel like my lungs feel weird. And my neck and my back. Maybe I got cancer. I don't know. Something's fucked up. Something's not right. Could have some kind of tumor growing somewhere in my inners. I've been lucky so far, you know, to reach it to my age. A lot of people didn't make it. I know a lot of people that died way younger than me. So, but is death really death? Or is it just like a new beginning? You know, is consciousness created in our mind? Or is our mind just like a radio receiver for consciousness? I think the latter, in my opinion. See, they want us to believe that our mind creates our consciousness. I think our consciousness creates our mind. So yeah, I'm insane like that. I say, well, your consciousness wouldn't exist without your body. And I think the opposite. I think your body would not exist without your consciousness. Think about it like that. Nothing would exist without consciousness. So this whole universe would not exist if there was no such thing as consciousness. So yeah, it's really bizarre to think about. Like the chicken and the egg theory, right? Which came first? That's why they use that analogy. Which came first, the chicken or the egg? Which came first, matter or consciousness? The mind or the spirit, you might say. I'm thinking about that lately. And I think the body is like a radio receiver for consciousness to experience the physical reality that we live in, right? That's all it is. But we take it all too seriously, though, really. But it's serious, life is serious. It's a lot of, we all have to suffer in this physical reality. So yeah, I don't know why it all exists. Is it here to cause souls to suffer? So a lot of people think that it's a trap reality. This world that we live in, this life that we live, is a trap for our soul. And it sounds plausible. It explains a lot of things. Why we all suffer so much in life. Oy vey, why the blackout? Where's the blackout? I'm not experiencing a blackout at this point. What do you say, Parsifal Wagner? Who's having a blackout? Oy vey. What do you think, man? Do you think this World War III is going to escalate? Sounds like it for sure. I think it's already done. I've heard people saying that you've been drafted to try and fight and die for it. Yeah! Oy vey! That's our battle cry. Oy vey! That's why I grew this beard, man. I can fucking braid it, and like put on a funny little hat. I could fit right in. Don't the Jewish people like braid the Israelis braid their beards? I don't know. You don't see my face because I grow this beard to hide my face. Because I'm an old guy. And I used to be a very handsome man. Now I have a beard. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe one day I'll cut it off. I've been growing this beard for like almost 5 years now. Oh, over 5 years, almost 6 years. The whole 2020s, I started growing it like in the fall of 2019. Right before what all happened. I wish I had more of a white man's beard. It would like hang down, but this is more like pubic hair on my chin. It's more like a Hebrew beard. Whatever. I always told myself one day when I get to be my age, I'm going to grow a big ass fucking beard. So I did. You see my beard? It sticks straight up like steel wool. almost like steel wool, man. I could scrub my pots and pans with this fucking beard. Yep. I could scrub pots. It's like a Brillo pad. But yeah, that's what I use it for, man. I use it to scrub my fucking greasy pots and pans. But yeah, it's been kind of quiet up here today. I don't know. It's the hottest day we've had in probably years. I haven't seen a lot of traffic on the road. Like there's many motorcycles. There's still motorcycles all summer long on the weekends and shit. We've been keeping up with the H in Gaza and Israel. I wore a little bit. I mean, there's not a lot of information out there. Keeping it kind of hush hush. We're not talking about it a lot at this point that I've seen. I mean, like I say, I live under a rock, but there hasn't been a lot of information that I've been, able to access on this subjects. But haven't really looked real hard. But I know it's happening. I know what's going on with the whole situation, and it's bullshit. But it's real and it's happening. And yeah, these fuckers they need to create wars, man. It's just what they do. They've done it forever. That's how they thrive. But yeah, there's like a force in the world that feeds off conflict. There's even been movies about it. These evil entities they feed off of suffering and warfare, death and destruction, and basic negative emotion, which has created huge scales in wars. I believe Israel underestimated Iran's military capability, missile service in particular. You think that's in my opinion, it's all planned out on both sides. It's just they're playing a game, pretty much, in my opinion, and they're going to kill a bunch of fucking people. That's all it is. It's genocide, and that's what war has always been. And all these world leaders, they all plan it out. World leaders, whatever you want to call them. And they have these wars to fucking kill off the population. It's been going on forever. The tiny hats are getting the asses handed. Ye tiny hats. I don't know. I haven't been seeing it, but yeah, I've noticed that there's been some strikes back at Tel Aviv. Shit. What do you expect? They live on like a piece of land that's like really small. Israel, it's been expanding the whole time it's been there, but it's still pretty small. They're taking over Gaza. They've taken over. If you look at it, I've seen the videos about this where Israel started and where it is now. It's expanded a lot, like dozens of times the size that it used to be when it first started out in the 1940s. Right after World War II, they created Israel, and it's been growing ever since. It's been stealing land from everybody around it ever since. Yeah, how dare Iran defend themselves? That's just the way it is. Trump gave him the opportunity to negotiate. I told him. I said we can negotiate this, but they didn't want to listen to me. And here we are. It's too late now. We're beyond that now, like the cops say to people, oh, come on, no, we're beyond that now because you tried to stand up for your rights. So now we have to violate your rights as much as we possibly can. Only because you had to stand up for them. If you would have just bent over and gave up your rights right away, then things could be different. But no, you had to be difficult. You had to stand up for your rights, and now this is happening to you. It's basically the same shit Trump was telling Iran. If you would have just negotiated, that's what he said. If you would have just come to me and negotiated with me, things could have been different. A bunch of bullshit. Because they have the so-called thing, the biggest weapon of mass destruction known to the world, which I don't even believe exists. See how they use this bullshit to control everybody? Meanwhile, in between the Iran war, Israel is still innocent people lining up. I guess so. I don't pay attention to the details much, but I guess it's still going on. Huh? Israel is still attacking Gaza, and they probably never will stop until there's no such thing left. Friday 13th, Israel launched an unprovoked attack on Iran and immediately declared state of emergency. Well, it's on Friday the 13th, huh? Well, I didn't realize that. You can't make this shit up, man. It's just they always pick days like that. It's a state of emergency because they attacked Iran. Iran is going to retaliate. Now I hear China is getting involved. China is sending their military down to the area, their navy. That's what I heard. I don't know if it's true or not. I don't know any of this shit is true or not. I have a hard time believing anything I don't see with my own eyes these days. Even if I do see it with my own eyes, AI, even if I see it in real life, it could be a hologram for all I fucking know. This whole reality could be a hologram. Here's the old proverb: they cry out in pain as they strike you. Interesting. I've never heard that old proverb. But then again, like I said, I've lived under a rock for like a long time, so I don't get a lot of input. I just choose to filter it. All I do is sit here and watch cat videos on YouTube. That's it. That's all I do. And then I do this live stream once a week or whatever. Because I don't want to know what's happening in the world. It's just too gruesome, man. It's all just too fucked up. It's hard to believe what the shit that goes on in the world, man. I don't want to believe that it's really happening. I want to deny it all. I want to just crawl into a shell and like cover my ears and close my eyes and go, nah, I don't want to hear it. I don't care about the truth. I can see, like in the Matrix, man. ignorance is bliss. The less you know, most people I know are living in complete ignorance. And they don't want to know. They don't. I don't bother to talk to people about what's going on in the world at all. Only here on my live stream is the only time I talk about this shit. In real life, it's not worth it, man. It's just not worth it to try to talk to people about anything real because they're all so fucking stupid. Or maybe they're all right and I'm the one that's fucking stupid. I don't know. Could be either way. Either I'm an idiot or the whole world is fucking insane. Those are the only two options. Either I'm really mentally fucked up in the head, which is a very strong possibility, or the whole world is just fucked beyond recognition. You know, I tend to lean towards the latter. Say, God, people are so willfully fucking stupid today. It's unbelievable. But anyways, happy Pride Month, everyone. Woo! That's another thing going on this month. I forgot to say. Happy Pride Month. It's weird, man. Don't try to make fun of Pride Month out in the real world, man, because people get up all offended. But yeah, we're living in a world of just total idiots. No, I do run across a few people here and there. There's very rarely I'll run across a person that's fucking doesn't have their head up their ass. But it's hard to find these days. Most of the people I deal with are just complete fucking fuckwits. There, I said it. No, see, no. No, Eric. Maybe it's you who are the fuckwit. Possible. It could be me. So I'm the fuckwit. It's possible, man. Not probable. Welcome to the 2025, motherfuckers. Shit, we're almost halfway through 2025. Congratulations. Happy summertime. 4th of July is coming up. We can celebrate the freedoms we used to have. That's a George Carlin joke right there. I love this country. I love the freedoms that we used to have. But that's our next holiday of the summer. And then before you know it, summer will be over with. So enjoy your 4th of July, America. And then before you know it, it'll be wintertime again. There you go. That pretty much explains our American summer. It goes by real fast. It goes by so fast. It's like a blur. And then the cold months tend to drag the fuck on. Isn't that interesting? The summer flies by, but the cold months seem to drag on. Either way, the year goes by fast. It's like a paradox. On one hand, it seems slow. On the other hand, it's like the speed of light. Your whole life is passing you by at the speed of light. Yes, I believe that, Parsable. Fuck yeah, they are. And it's still Pride Month, everyone. Don't forget to celebrate Pride Month. Yay! It seems like it's always Pride Month. Where I live, damn. So everywhere you turn, you see a fucking pride flag. God damn it. Why? You see more pride flags than you see American flags. Hey, Kevin in the house. What's happening? Give the kids back the rainbow. I agree. I used to be used to be able to have a rainbow without, it meaning something. If you take 4 of those pride flags and you arrange them in a certain way, it creates a fucking swastika. Shit, you're not. Isn't that interesting? And I don't believe it's a coincidence. You take 4 pride flags and you arrange them in a certain way, and it creates a fucking swastika. It originated from the Baphomet worship, quite possibly. But yeah, how hot is it at your house today, Kevin? It's fucking hottest day we've had here in years. Androgynous. Yeah. It's no. Why do the prides get a whole month? We get the whole month of June, right? Arguably the nicest month of the year. It's Pride Month, right? I call BS on that. We need to get rid of Pride Month and give the kids back the rainbow. Yeah, it's confusing to kids, because now the rainbow is the rainbow, right? You have all the colors. It's part of reality, We have our palette of colors, all the colors of the rainbow. Kevin says, hot AF. Yeah. I remember it ever being this hot up here. Crazy. But it's going to cool off, and hopefully get a little rain next week. But yeah, it was so hot today, I had to quit doing yard work. I was like, yeah, damn, it's too hot, man. I imagine like down in Denver and shit, it's like in the hundreds. Could have even been 200 degrees down there today. I don't know. The swastika, we shouldn't even say the word, but it's already been said. So, yeah, because, the algorithms don't like that word. How they are. They're very, their underwear is real fucking tight. Yeah, it's an ancient symbol. And the Nazis stole. Did I say the Nazi? I mean, those people back in Germany in the 1930s and 40s, they stole it. Now the whole thing is just all a bunch of bullshit. So all of it's been set up. It's all scripted. All of our history, everything going on today, everything that's going to happen in the future, it's all been fucking scripted. As far back as history goes, that you can look up in your fucking history books. It's all been scripted. And I believe that 100%. Because I've seen it happen in my own lifetime. Dude, usually when you say hot AF, you're talking about a chick. Today we're talking about the weather. We want to trip out, look up the logo, insignia of Army 45th, U.S. Army 45th Infantry. Yeah, I don't think I need to trip out that hard right now. but I believe it. 100% believe it. Nothing surprises me anymore. Oh, go ahead and post this link again. You'll see it. Kenny hang out with us. Yeah. So I bet try not to pay attention to all the happy in my own little fuck yeah. I mostly live in my own little bubble for sure. Sadly, I have to look at what's going on in the world just for the sake of my live stream, you know. Ashkenazi. I heard. Is that a coincidence? Man. See, talking about that shit will get you in trouble. I'm not talking about it, man. It's my viewers. I would never talk about those people. Those are the nicest people in the world. I really admire those people. Yeah. It's the Sunni. Yes. I don't know what it is, but it's a big fucking whoop, right? In our the way our generations have been, brainwashed. I mean, educated, about what happened with that symbol and those people and what we're supposed to believe about it. And if you don't believe it, you're fucked. If you don't believe the story that they told you about those poor people, you're in big trouble. We'll take your channel down for denying a lot of certain things. Let's put it like that. In my opinion, it's all a bunch of fucking bullshit. You know why? Because I see what they still do today. What still goes on. It's all related to the same shit. It's been going on forever. They still use the same kind of tactics they used back in them days. But not to the extreme, There's nobody that's been as evil as those people in history, right? That one person, he had like a mustache kind of like that. And yeah, he was the most evil person in history, bar none. He played the role really well. My opinion, it was all role, just like it is today. But, people believe what they're told for their own good. And questioning reality is very frowned upon in our world. You must believe all these stories you're told, or else you're a hateful bigot. It's crazy. It's the way it's been. And it still is to this. I can't believe that people are still this stupid with all the information available at their fingertips today. They choose to live under a rock. Not Iraq, but a rock. No. I'm probably the one that's fucked up and insane in the membrane. God, insane. It got no brain. Insane in the membrane. Hey, do we got a guest? Holy shit. Holy shit.
What's up, homie?
Oh my God. Mr. Malloy.
I figured I'd just like see if it worked, and it fucking worked. I was surprised.
Yeah. It's like, I never imagined that Kevin Malloy would come on the live stream.
I'm
He's kind of a recluse.
first time for everything.
Yeah. What are you doing, man?
Just hanging out inside,
Dude,
staying out of the sun.
Yeah. It's fucking hot out there. You got to be inside in the shade, dude. They're starting to cool off now, but it's been a hot day. So yeah,
I was outside earlier, but it was just too much.
You got the mobile hookup.
Yeah, I don't have a camera on my desktop.
Well, that's cool though. You can walk around and
I can never really sit still anyway.
yeah, I don't know. I can't do it. I tried doing a live like that with my iPad, but it doesn't work very well. Maybe if I tried it now, it might.
Yeah, the sun's finally going down behind the trees over here, so it's not so bad over here.
Cooling off, yeah.
But it was definitely warm today.
Yeah, it was really warm. It was miserable for up here in Gilbert County.
Check out my firewood pile, bro.
Damn. Holy shit. That's like a fucking like the Great Wall of China.
Poor man's fence.
Where'd you get all that shit?
From the neighbors.
Oh, no, yeah. Doing some clearing of their land.
Yeah, they don't burn wood, so they just let me have all the wood if I do it.
Yeah. I told you you can get like a whole load for $300.
Yeah, this is probably enough to get me through half the winter, so I got to get another load.
It's like 4 or 5 cords. You got to do all the work.
That's all right. I already did all this. That's like 3 cords of wood over there. I measured it the other day, so.
Yeah, that's a lot of wood.
I go through like 6 in the winter, though.
Yeah, you're 100% heated by wood. But yeah,
so for all you, if anyone's curious, Eric always says he can hit my house with a stone. I'll show you. You probably won't be able to see it, but he's at the end of that road down there.
There I am. Hey, how y'all doing? That's cool, man. No, Kevin's been a great neighbor of mine, friend. Shit, how long we've been friends now? Fucking at least 20 years.
At least, yeah. I moved here in like 2001, so I think I met you shortly thereafter.
Yeah.
You and Donald.
Where is the time gone?
I don't know. All of a sudden, I have a 12-year-old daughter. It's crazy.
Yeah, Donald's my stepdad, though. He's not my gay lover or nothing. Just so you guys know.
Rest in peace, Donald.
Yeah, he was a great man.
Donald was the man.
Yeah.
Donald was the one who kept Eric in line all those years.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. Him and I, man, we had a lot of great times. His father, stepson.
Yeah. Always run into him at the bar.
Sure miss that guy. He's been gone for almost 8 years now.
See that? Look how quick all that time went by. Holy shit.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I still have one of his cigars in a drawer somewhere in my house.
Yeah. my mom's been gone for since 2008, going on 20 years. You know?
I don't think I ever knew your mom.
But yeah, time has gone by so fast in the 21st century.
No doubt. Yeah, it's actually bearable out here now. Sun's behind the trees a little bit.
Ken says, nice pile of wood.
Thank you.
Dude, that's a lot of, man. That's a lot of wood.
That's like They had me take out like
Using
20.
your trailer? Using your trailer to pull it over?
No, it's at my next door neighbor, so I brought it all over in a wheelbarrow. Just stacked it up right there because it was those
Straight
neighbors
through the
on
tower. I
the
love it.
west side of me.
You could hook your dog up to the wheelbarrow and make him pull it.
I wish they got enough energy, but they don't have enough brains.
But yeah, you know, you got enough land, you could get a donkey.
I've been planning my exit. I'm going to move to Arkansas at some point, and one of the drawbacks is I'm allergic to poison ivy, and there's poison ivy everywhere there. I just found out that goats will eat poison ivy, so I'm going to get some pet goats when I get there.
Hell yeah. Goats are, they'll do all your yard work for you.
Exactly.
That's the one thing I heard about goats, man. I was thinking about getting a goat or two. Then you still, it's a lot of work to take care of an animal. I can hardly take care of myself and a dog.
Yeah, but think all the time you'd save not cutting your grass.
I do spend a lot of time doing yard work. Damn sure. Like I was working and all of a sudden it was just so hot. I quit doing yard work early today because
it was hot out earlier. It was like
it's kind of hurting. So hopefully tomorrow. But you got to get out there early. You know, that's the thing. When it's hot out and you want to get yard work done, just get out there early in the morning. Before it gets too hot. Yeah. Oh, Ken's backstage.
There I am. Hey, get up.
What's up, Ken?
How you going, mate?
Oh, just surviving winter,
Yeah, it's the darkest days of the year down there.
At least we got a sunny day today, except for a few chemtrails. It's lovely.
Oh yeah, we got no chemtrails today.
3 degrees mornings, about 3 Celsius. Yeah,
3. That's cold. That's almost freezing.
Yeah, it is cold. It's colder than the fridge.
It's like to us it would be like 35 degrees.
A fridge is 4 Celsius.
Freezing. And depending on the humidity, that feels cold as fuck. And depending on what you're used to, it's probably as cold as it gets there in Melbourne.
So you're just a stone's throw away from Eric, Kevin.
Yeah, he's right down the street. He's technically in the same subdivision,
It's
but
2 stone throws. It's 2 stone throws.
Yeah, maybe 3. My shoulder isn't what it used to be.
No, I couldn't drag too far now.
It's probably about 200 yards.
It's not
3.
far.
Yeah, maybe a little longer.
Very close.
And you got to hop a fence.
I could see his house from my kitchen window.
Nice area.
I don't hop a fence because I got a gate. My neighbors next door, we have gates.
I live on the coast. I'm on a peninsula.
Yeah, so it gets cold. It gets cold along the coast. It feels cold.
Yeah, it does. You get the Antarctica, that's just across the ocean.
Yeah, so do you get humidity there as well?
Yeah, like it was very sort of foggy-ish last night.
Get humidity everywhere.
It's a weird winter. It feels more like spring. Some this week anyway. Like that's real crisp mornings and sunny days, but it's still cold in the shade.
But the fact is, you got short amount of daylight.
Yeah, I hate that. I like the long days.
We have the opposite right now. We have the longest days of the year right now.
Yeah, it'll be daylight till like 9 o'clock tonight, past 9 o'clock.
It'll be daylight. So yeah, we got a lot, but
starts getting dark about 5:30. It's dark.
Sometimes I get a little depressed when I think about it. Now we're going back towards the cold months. We've hit the longest day. Now we're going back towards the cold months.
Well, we must have hit the shortest day then.
Yeah, you've hit the shortest day. We hit the longest day. So now every day is going to start getting shorter.
It's all downhill from here.
Tie the cycle. Yeah. It goes fast. By the time July and August go by so fast. Before you know it, the leaves are turning. It's September.
Are the moose getting around this time of year?
The cold months are back. The moose?
Yeah, they're around. I saw one the other day.
Yeah, I ran into one.
We probably are like
the
the highest population of moose around Colorado. We have so many moose here. You go like one county over, and they have a ton of elk, but they don't really have many moose.
The moose love
We don't have that many elk over here.
You got to have a bit of respect for them, don't you? Really, they're pretty big.
Yeah, you got to really respect it because they'll kill you.
I love them videos of tourists.
I
love the videos of tourists going up to pat them and getting gored.
Idiots.
People go, no, don't go up to them. And I'd be saying, no, go up to them. Yeah, see what happens.
Stay away from it. I see them.
Bears,
Whenever I see a moose, I walk backwards as casually as I can. The only good thing about it is they're not fucking predators. They're not trying to hunt you down and kill you. That's the only one good thing about them. If they were predators, we'd really be fucked. But
yeah.
Yeah, as big as they are.
First the bell.
Same as elephants.
Hello from America. He says hello from Canada. I say hello from America. From this shithole we call America. Now, it's still a great place to live.
Yeah, Trump wants Canada, but
it's not what it used to be.
I don't think
nothing's what it used to be.
What do you say, Ken?
I said Trump wants Canada, but I don't think Canada wants Trump.
No, they don't.
No.
Any Canadian that wants to be part of the United States is fucking stupid AF.
So, trading one bad thing for another.
Yeah, it's kind of the same thing, really, but
they got their own leadership problems.
They're the Commonwealth like me.
We're all colonies of Great Britain, right? At the end of the day, to one degree, we pretend we had our freedom.
We had the King's birthday the other weekend.
Yeah, you got to celebrate the King's birthday.
Oh, I don't.
So you guys are part of the Commonwealth of UK.
Yeah, we're part of the Commonwealth, just like
you're ruled by King
Canada,
Charles.
UK, and South Africa.
So you're basically ruled by King Charles.
Yeah. Yeah, long live the Queen.
I wouldn't accept that shit. But no, we are too, really. At the end of the day. It's all the same empire. It always has been.
I've never been anyone for the royal family, but, we do need the Commonwealth.
But yeah, United States is part of the same empire. So we're all in the same boat at the end of the day. If you really
Americans are so infatuated with the royal family. I have no idea why. Every time the royal family does something, it makes the news, and people just love that shit.
Harry and Meghan.
When the Queen died. And
never understood it.
Whenever one of the royals get married, you notice that? Whenever one of the royals get married, it's huge.
Oh, yeah.
So it covers the news all day long. Oh, Prince Harry's getting married today. It's all it's ridiculous. They have it on the news all day long. Yeah, we're still part of the British Empire. You fucking kid yourself. It's always been the same empire.
Yeah.
Ever since the fucking Romans.
Yeah. No, they're different than us, that's for sure. I think they do bleed blue blood. No, my ancestors used to work for the royal family. In charge of all the king's horses.
And all the king's men.
Yeah.
Humpty Dumpty and all that.
Pretty high up position, actually, training all the horses. Being in charge of the royal stables. That's why, always, just
But
natural
they couldn't
riding.
put that fat fucker back together again.
Yeah, so my horse died.
That's what Andrew Dice Clay said.
My horse died a few
sat
weeks
on a
ago.
wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the
I lost me.
horses and all
Eric,
the
I
king's
lost-
men couldn't
I
put
lost
that fat fucker back together again. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I lost my horse a couple of weeks back. Yeah, Tarzi. Known him for 20 years, I had him. Yeah. Since he's a baby. 20 years, that seems pretty short for a horse life.
Yeah, 20 years ain't. Yeah, it goes by so fast.
It'd be like
That's like,
20,
that's like
28.
quarter. That's quarter of a human life.
No, I'm sure they live to about 28, 30, don't they?
If you're lucky, you'll live to be 80 years old.
Like dogs and cats, they live shorter now for no reason. Well,
Yeah.
for no reason, but-
Why? Why do short dogs and cats live shorter lifespans?
it's the food chain. It's the shit they're feeding them.
It's the toxic environment we live in. Yeah.
Yeah, that too. Bastards.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than watching your dog die.
Yeah, we're not the only ones who get GMO. They put in the animal food too.
That's why I make my own dog food.
Yep. I just made some last night. I got to pack it away.
I don't feel good about feeding my dog crap.
No, I've done it ever since I had my first dog. I cooked the food for him.
And it's not that hard. It's not that much more expensive to make dog food.
Well, it's cheaper actually.
Yeah, especially if you got access to kangaroo meat.
Yeah, it's beef this time, but it was kangaroo last time.
Like, damn, I might be able to order some kangaroo meat on the internet.
Yeah, I'd say you would.
You can order anything on the internet, right?
I'm sure that they do sell it in America. I know that, but you might be able to order it from somewhere there.
I know they used to serve it at Wendy's.
Mm.
They used to make hamburgers out of it. Does it taste like beef?
More like deer.
More like deer? Yeah,
Yeah,
it's got that gamey taste.
yeah.
Whatever that is. Yeah, it don't taste like domesticated cattle. It tastes like a wild animal. Right. See, Percival, he says he feed his dog roadkill. Fuck yeah, I imagine that would be a good source of food if you could get enough of it. My dog eats like, I don't know, probably about 4 or 5 pounds of food a week.
Yes.
That's a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah, that is all.
think so. But he's not overweight. Well, I feed him 3 pounds of ground turkey right off the bat, mixed with all this other stuff, and every 8 days.
What's Percival saying? US just bombed Iran?
Uh-oh.
No, I don't think so.
Dun, 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 dun,
I would have heard about that, I'm sure.
It's on now. It's on
Right.
now.
They're trying to keep out of it, you know.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I believe that report. I wouldn't take that to the bank. It's just hearsay.
Oh,
You know the truth. Just look at the
Oh, no,
price of
it's
crypto. If the
Oh, no,
crypto went
it's-
down, then you know it's true.
It says here, U.S. forces bomb Iranian nuke sites. U.S. begin war with Iran. Breaking war news with the forces.
Shit. I was afraid this was going to happen.
It's finally happened. When was this?
There goes the crypto market.
Yep. Start buying again.
I
36
haven't looked at the crypto market in months. I don't even know what's going on.
Because it's
This
shit.
This news.
I just
This
tuned
news
it out.
this news was 36 minutes ago, so it must be a recent event. Yeah.
No, it's all on then.
Well, it's just a matter of time.
China's getting involved. So yeah, this is World War III starting, I think.
Yeah,
China's
weird.
involved and Russia's involved.
Russia's already involved with fucking, you know.
How's that say?
So it's like it's just
Israel
it's
attacks
the war is
Iran.
expanding.
Israel attacks Iran, and then America gets. That's mental. It's like just let them fight themselves, you know.
U.S. and Russia are already at war, you know, by proxy with Ukraine, right?
It's just proven that Israel's scared of Iran. They think, hang on, their weapons are pretty good, actually.
Yeah, I would be scared of Iran too.
So, yeah, we can't fight the bullies we started a war with. We want America to finish the war for us, you know, while we sit back and laugh and party and
Well,
torment.
you know what? At the end of the
Palestine.
day, Ken, it's all the people in charge. They're playing out a fucking scenario, and the people of the
People
world
are just caught up.
But all the people in charge are gonna make. They're gonna become wealthy. Well, the people of the world suffer. You know, that's my opinion. So it's all by design.
Well, Trump did say he wanted to make Gaza into a
The war
Riviera.
has always been by design. They've always created wars to benefit the wealthy.
Yeah, Trump wants a Riviera at Gaza, so I guess why not get Iran at the same time?
So this war with Iran has been planned out for a god awful long time.
Oh yeah, I was saying that after
the
October
1970s, they've been planning this war with Iran.
October the 7th. I said, "Oh, this is their excuse to fight Iran." You know, they'll start off with Gaza, and then they'll hit the other little countries.
They use these for an excuse. So Iran created this. Iran is behind Gaza. Iran is behind Hezbollah, right? So yeah, it's just how they work, man, to create wars. And kill a bunch of innocent people, basically.
Well, the one thing they're not making any more of is land.
Right.
So it just becomes more and more valuable.
Yeah, and what is Israel all about? Stealing land. Ever since it became a fucking thing in 1945 after World War II. Right? Israel's just been growing and growing and growing.
I've heard a lot of Israelis are moving out of Israel. They're shitting themselves.
So yeah, they want to steal all the land in the area and kill all the people. I don't know. That's the way it seems. And then
they start the wars, and we have to.
Iran's saying they're headed towards our area. We got to stand our ground. So yeah, who knows?
Well, if we attacked Iran, then we're going to wind up with a bunch of little terrorist cells and all kinds of bullshit happening.
Oh, yeah, it's just going to be chaos now. This is the beginning. You know, I said as soon as they attack Iran, that's it. It's game over.
It's another Iraq war, another Afghanistan war, another Vietnam.
Well, it's a world war now. Now that America's
it's going to expand beyond that to China will get involved. Russia will get more involved.
Russia's back to Iran and just China.
It's World War III, baby.
Putin's got to do something. He can't just stand by. He said he was going to.
So yeah, who's going to be the first one to pull out the N-word?
Right?
If they're real. If nukes are real.
That's my question. Or will they stage another fake N attack? They've done it before.
Better
right?
hope that we know where all of them were.
Dude, there ain't no such thing as the ends. It's been a hoax all along.
Well, fixing to find out.
You know, if all the shit they were saying was true, life on Earth would be done already from all the fallout, the thing that they claim these ends create.
Yeah.
You know, it's bullshit.
They haven't used it for 75 years. I mean,
It always has been. All these things they show you, these things going up, are all fake as fuck.
yep. They
Let's
were
go
used a while ago.
So I don't believe they exist. I really don't. So, but they will fake another attack. They will fake another attack.
Yeah, they've still got some pretty
Any
powerful
attack
weapons.
or an end attack.
No, so
That's my opinion. I could be wrong. Maybe ends really do exist, but I don't believe they do. Just my
Well,
own opinion.
all my theories have come true this year, so nothing more to say, really. That's right all along.
So there's
All
either
the
going
conspiracies
to be an end attack or there's not, right? Or there's going to be a fake end attack, like what happened in Japan.
Well, yeah, they need to have something happen on US soil to make it all serious, you know. Yeah. Make out that Iran's hit some building or
that they actually achieved their end.
We just had 4 years of millions of people coming across the border. So who knows who's in this fucking country, you know? And I'm
How
sure
many
there's
sleepers are there? Yeah. How many terrorist groups are in there now?
I don't know
exactly.
how many people have been coming over the border.
Same
That's
here.
why I like where I like living here.
I haven't
'cause
seen them in my neighborhood.
Same.
Exactly.
I'm in a place that's
They'll
Pretty
get
much.
popped. They'll get capped real quick. They come
I'm
over
right
my
away from all that shit, you know. Melbourne's got more and more.
I'm not-
I gotta run, boys.
I don't have
Somehow
any- I don't have
my
any-
dogs got out. I gotta go wrangle up my dogs.
Oh yeah. Okay.
All
Kev,
right,
We'll
you
see
better
y'all
do that.
later.
Yeah.
cheers, bud.
Thanks for stopping by, Kevin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
See, Kev's your neighbour. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
I've known Kevin for like over 20 years. We've
Yeah.
been friends.
Wow.
Somehow Kevin fucking likes me. I don't get it, but yeah.
Yeah.
We've been friends for a long time.
Yeah.
Somehow he puts up with me. He's just a good guy.
Bruno, he wants food. He's barking for his supper.
Well, we got another 20 or so minutes to go here. It's been cool to do a 2-hour live stream. I could do like 1 2-hour live stream a month.
Yeah.
Ken and Kevin stopped by. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Kevin, I didn't think Kevin would ever come live on my live stream.
Is that the first time?
Yeah, he comes on in the chat. But
Yeah.
First time he's come on live. Yeah,
Oh,
he's
that's
kind of
cool.
a recluse type of a person, you know. But you know,
I've
he's
had-
coming out of the show.
I've had quite a few turn up on my streams lately, like just from all over.
People that don't, they just all of a sudden they want to come on live.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, when you hang around
After
different
maybe a
groups,
couple years of being in your stream, in your chat, and they finally decide to come on live. It's cool. But no, Kevin and I, it's not just, we know each other for 20 years, not just, you know, we know each other in real life.
yeah,
he's
no,
probably-
that's good having a friend neighbour just around the corner. I've got one here, a friend. She's
Yeah, him and I are really good friends, man. We help each other out a lot. If one of us needs some help, we call. And damn, we help each other. If he's like stuck somewhere and needs a ride, he knows he can call me.
yeah.
or certain situations you need to have. Usually you need a ride. You need someone to come and pick you up, bail you out.
Yeah, I've got a friend around the corner. She's like that. She'll pick me up and take me somewhere if I need it. You know, like just a local.
Yeah, that kind of thing. I could always count on that guy. If I ever find myself stuck somewhere, I call him. He'll come fucking pick me up.
That's good.
Better than an Uber.
Yeah, I've got to get a car sometime this year. I haven't got one.
I can't get an Uber, so.
No, I don't have Uber here.
Even because I don't have a phone. If you don't have a cell phone, you can't get an Uber. So it's not an option for me. So I refuse to get a cell phone. You know, I'm fucking sick in the head like that. I refuse to fucking bow down.
Oh, it took me years before I finally got one. Well, someone, my stepdaughter gave me one.
I have anti-cellulosis.
I just wanted a push button phone, you know, which didn't have internet, and eventually I folded and I got the Galaxy.
You can't live without it. Mostly, most people can't.
I've got me banking connected to it.
Believe me, it would be a whole lot easier for me. Got a cell phone, but I won't.
I never wanted to know touch screen. I never wanted to know that stuff, but you do get used to it eventually. Yeah. I just don't like change.
It's so easy, you know, to have a cell phone. It's difficult to not have a cell phone. So fuck it. I like to live hard. I like the hardships of life.
Yeah, I like a challenge. Well, I used to like a challenge, but
I got a landline. I can look at the rest of the world and just freak out on all these people with their cell phones and how addicted they are. It's insane.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Everywhere I go, people are just looking at their fucking cell phones, man. It's taken away from social interaction big time.
Yeah.
It really has.
That's
people,
it, right.
They socially interact through their cell phones and not in the real world. As a case study, as a person observing the world without a cell phone, it's very interesting. Maybe I'll write a book one day.
I'm just spinning out that it's World War III now. Wow. I thought it was coming.
World War III, baby. Yeah. Let's go. It's on. Who's gonna win? I
wonder what Australia. I wonder if Australia.
You know who's gonna lose? The population of the planet is gonna lose.
I wonder if Australia will be. I wonder if
it's designed to kill us all off. Is what World War III is all about.
I'm just wondering if they're going to bring out our Aussie troops into it.
Aussie troops, yeah. We don't want to deal with Aussie troops.
New Zealanders, and you know, it'll be they'll be drafting people.
People from like in Tasmania.
Well, at least they'd be able to shoot, you know. There are a lot of farmers there.
Well, we'll see how it all goes, man. It's just the beginning fight of World War III. It's just getting started.
Yes, damn it. Yeah, it must. What a time to bring children into the world. But,
yeah, it's a good time. It's a good time to start a family. No, World War III has been going on for a long time, in my opinion.
Hey, Glenn. How you going, buddy?
You know, I think, like, hey, Glenn, nice to see you. I think, you know, Vietnam and the Korean War were all part of World War III. It's been a long, played out war. Now it's getting serious. It's been going on for a long time.
This is serious, Mum.
Ever since World War II ended, World War III has been going on. You know, and now it's just escalating to the point.
A bit like chess, you know, they slowly get control of different territories.
All this shit that's been going on since World War II ended, in my opinion, is part of World War III. You know?
Glenn just woke up. Yeah, I got woken up by a phone
You
call.
Australians wake up so you got to quit sleeping so much.
9 a.m. I got up.
Throw the link
It's hard
up
on
there.
these cold mornings.
We only got a few more minutes left here.
Yeah.
At least another 15 minutes.
Come on, if you got time, Glenn, if you're woken up enough. I need at least 2 cuppers.
We got like another 15 minutes before we have to shut her down. We only have so much time.
I only got so much news to say.
But yeah, it's good talking to everybody. Another interesting week. World War III kicks off. You know, the Florida Panthers win the Stanley Cup for the second year in a row. I forgot to mention that. But,
Florida Panthers, are they hockey?
yeah, they're a hockey team.
Oh,
They won the Stanley Cup second year in a row.
are they Canadian or American?
Florida.
Oh, wow, Florida.
Florida Panthers. Yeah.
There's no snow or ice there.
It's part of America. They live in Miami.
So Canada hasn't won it for a while.
Since '93. Damn. Once again, they get beaten.
Hey.
Yeah. We were hoping that they could do it. The Oilers could pull it off this year, Edmonton. But no, they once again fell flat on their faces.
Oh, that's not fair. It's their sport.
Badly beaten. It was a good series for the first few games. It's a 7-game series. The first few games were good, and then the last 2 games, Florida just fucking destroyed them. It was tough to watch as a hockey fan, you know. And I was rooting for Edmonton. And, Florida's really good. So they won 2 Stanley Cups in a row, and now they're talking about winning their 3rd in a row. We must stop them.
Yeah, that's fucking good. Fucking good. The old
That's
pucks.
real good. So the NHL has to find a way to stop Florida from winning their 3rd Stanley Cup in a row. And their 4th final in a row. Because they won 3 finals in a row and won the last 2. Yeah. Bit of a dynasty in the making. If they can win it one more time, the greatest dynasty in NHL history. And hopefully they can be stopped. But who cares? It's just hockey.
So, Glenn, who won the football the other week?
Well, Glenn's backstage.
Was it the Pies?
Here I am. Yeah.
Hi, Glenn. Did the Pies win that weekend?
Yeah, they did, mate. They did. It was a close game, though. Yeah.
Who was it against? Geelong.
Melbourne. That was
the Demons.
yeah, it was
The Demons.
the frozen round. The round for MMD. Fucking yeah, that's it. The big 3. King's birthday weekend.
Carmen looks like a fucking prison gangster.
Hey, homies, what's going down?
You're at the yard.
I'm out in the exercise yard. You know how it is.
Hey, fuck yeah. Nice of you to stop by.
No worries, my homie.
It's cold as fucking in Australia right now.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's not good.
It's nice up here though, man. It's hot. Kevin says he got the dogs back. He got the dogs back. But the question is, who let the dogs out in the first place? Who let the dogs out? Yeah, sometimes dogs just get out, man. It happens. Who let the dogs out? It don't matter.
And all the women danced on the dance floor to it, man.
Who let the dogs out? Fuck yeah.
That's funny, eh?
Happy winter. You guys are all coughing like you're fucking dying of some disease. I don't want to say any names.
I think I got the coof.
The cooties? The cooties?
The
The cooties
coof.
don't make you cough.
Yeah.
Cooties make drip shit out of your wiener.
It's just like a chest thing, man. I've had it for fucking ages. I think it's weed related. I reckon it is. It's just good weed, man. Yeah, good weed.
Yeah.
Oh, cool, Kevin. He got the dogs back.
Yeah.
He's got like these two dogs. They're called Biscuits and Gravy. They're like
It's great.
they're brothers.
That's cool, man. That's cool.
One's like got dark skin and the other's got like light fur, like more
Yeah.
white. The other one's got like more dark. So the dark one's called Biscuit or Gravy, and the light
Right.
one's called Biscuit.
Biscuit
Yeah,
and
but
gravy.
they're brothers. Like Biscuit's the runt, and Gravy's like the dominant one. Yeah. I've taken care of these dogs once, man. Yeah, they're a handful.
What sort of dogs are they?
They're some
Cattle
kind of
dog.
mutt. There's some kind of mutt, but they're very energetic. They kind of look like miniature German shepherds in a way.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah,
But they're-
I know.
Some kind of smaller dog like that. But
High energy dogs.
high energy.
Yeah.
Not
and
Small
very,
vehicle.
I took care of them like last summer and shit, like or a couple summers ago, and they got out of my. Like it was a disaster. They were running down the
That's the
highway.
worst, but I had a dog. She wasn't able to get out, and when she did, there'd be disaster.
I had to get Kevin's daughter to help me fucking get the dogs back. Yeah, because they would only come to her. Luckily, she was just in the vicinity.
Oh, thank God.
I was able to go to say, "Hey, is Murphy here? Can she help me get the dogs back?" And,
They could have gone for miles,
yeah,
Yeah.
but fuck yeah, those are good times. But yeah, we still got time. I could even go even later. We go like 2.5 hours tonight. Fuck it.
So
And then next week it's a half hour, and then we start a new month in July.
Yeah.
Woo, yeah. It's good to do one long live stream a month.
Yeah, I did about a 5.5 hour one last time.
So you could do as much as you want for free.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got a few accounts, so I get
You know how to fucking play the system.
yes, I've rigged the game.
I gotta learn that shit, man.
Oh, Bruno, did you like that? Did you like that? Did you?
Yeah, I used to have unlimited live streaming on StreamYard, but I was paying way too much money. I can't afford that shit. 400.
No, I'd never pay for it. Like
They want.
They got a-
want 400
they got a trial. They got a free trial at the moment, though. which means unlimited.
I
Hours.
don't know. I don't understand the whole thing. You know, there should be a way for people to live stream free of charge. I guess, you know, bandwidth and all that shit. It isn't free.
Restream, I think that's free. That's another one similar to StreamYard. Restream. Yeah, that's free. I think I had that. I've got that somewhere. Or I had it. I lost all the apps.
It's just
I
how
lost
it is.
every app on my computer the other week.
I wouldn't mind paying for it if they didn't want so fucking much. You know what I mean? They want way too much, in my opinion. I would pay half the price that they want.
Oh, it's ridiculous. 200 and something a month. Get
No, 400 and something for a year. Like, no,
Yeah.
I ain't paying that much. Because for streaming once a week, for, you know, maybe 2 or 3 hours.
It's a different story if it's making you money and you're using it like a business. That's different, isn't it?
I got sent a bill of
Like the stream that I do, just people getting together and talking.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I had the free one. I had the free trial, and then I cancelled it. But apparently, I didn't cancel it soon enough. And they,
You know, I thought $200 a year was fair. You know, $200 a month is fair.
and they
Twice
took
that, you know, $450 a month is not fair, in my opinion, for this service of unlimited live streaming on live. I would gladly pay $200 a year for for what I do, but $450 is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, I think it's 140 something here for a month.
This is like for a whole year.
Yeah, that's cheap. I mean, it's not cheap.
You think $450 a year is cheap?
No, it's not. I thought you said 200, but
200 would be 200. I'll be willing to pay that much.
yeah, right.
450, fuck no.
You know, I fed you.
Yeah, they
You know, even before, you know, with the income stream I used to have, I could afford it. Well, in the income stream I live in now, it's out of the question. I don't make as much income as I used to, you know. It's
all these services are making money, man, from us. You know, our email addresses, all our data, all our information.
I
Every
don't
time we log,
make a penny off my YouTube channel. You know, not a
no, they do, man. They do. They make money off of us because we're the product. You know, so they don't even need to. They don't even need to be paid, man. They're double dipping.
Eric Salvesen, how you doing, man? You looking doing better, hopefully. It's a battle.
Bruno, what are you doing? He's
Bruniski. How old is Bruno now?
10. He turned 10
Man, amazing how fast time goes by.
a month back or so. No,
Really?
April.
I thought he wasn't a day over 8.
I wish. He's starting to show his age a bit.
Yeah.
He's slow. He's a bit slower on walks now. Walks as slow as I do.
He can still run and bark though.
Yeah.
Yeah, dog, you know. They age quicker than we do.
He's a security guard. You know, that's what I call him. Security.
Always patrolling the front yard. Yeah. People walk past.
Fuck yeah.
People get dogs.
Making himself worthwhile. I like that. I'm the same way.
You can't even be upset with his bark, man. It's fucking pretty cute, you know. Just ooh, 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 ooh.
You gotta enjoy your dog's life because it goes by so fast. Did you
Yeah, people have said, "Oh, your dog's scary." People tell me my dog's scary, and I go, no, he's not. He's just
Not
loud.
scary. Yeah. He's a cool dog. Cool motherfucking dog.
He's a big dog, is he? I didn't think he was that big.
How big is he?
I've had bigger.
Oh, he's big. He's big enough.
It's a Rottweiler.
In
Yeah.
kilos.
Oh, he's a ball of muscle, man. He'd weigh as much. He probably weighs more than Ken. Probably
Oh no, a couple of kilos less.
a couple of kilos less. Not much. He's a big.
But convert that to pounds. Was Ken weigh maybe 150?
Oh, I don't know pounds now. I weigh
Pounds?
just under 60 kilograms. I weigh.
60.
Bruno's about 55.
60 kilos.
2.2, man. That's how you convert it. 2.2 pounds to a kilo.
You can just type it into Google.
Yeah, you can do that too. Man.
60 kilos to pounds.
132.
60
Okay.
kilos in pounds. 132 pounds.
That's what I said. 132. 2.2, man.
Yeah, pretty small dude.
Yeah, I'm lost a lot of weight the last couple of years. I lost 10 kilos the other year, 2 years ago, but I gained a bit of it.
I don't know. I haven't weighed myself in a while. I don't know. I've never been a very heavy guy.
No, I've got scales because I do like to keep a check on my weight to make sure I'm not turned into a skeleton.
Yeah, that's the most
you gotta
important.
keep a healthy body weight.
I was too skinny before too, man. I've been there. It's fucking not good. You know you're not healthy when you're too skinny, man. You got to have a bit of meat on your bones, man. Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, Eric says he's still okay, but not in the house. Under contract for one. Good. God damn. If anybody needs a house, it's Eric. So I was saying,
You got a contract for one.
kids and shit.
Yeah, man. He's a good man. He needs the fucking help. What's happened, man? He got kicked out of his house.
Some shit happened with mold and shit in his house, and he had to move out.
Oh, God, that's dangerous.
Trying to find a new house.
Remember what happened to Brittany Murphy and her husband? They died from mold. The house
mold. God damn.
the house they reckon was
I
haunted.
guess something's gonna kill you in the end.
Britney Spears used to own the house that Brittany Murphy ended up owning. And then some other actress bought it and she died too. It's got a curse, that house.
Mold fucking
Uh,
nightmare. So I get mold in my house, but only if I let the water build up under my house. So I dug a hole and put in a sump pump and pump all the water out from under my house. So I don't get mold. See, there's always an answer to a problem. But sometimes there's not. The only answer is to move out of that moldy ass house.
you got water running down towards your property, have you? From above, Eric.
Do I have possibly?
Yeah.
But I do have a pump to pump it out.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So the water comes up under my house, and I have a pump that pumps it out.
Yeah.
So it doesn't turn the mold down there.
Yeah.
That's my strategy, and it works. It only comes up in like the springtime. The water will come up under my house, and then I have to pump it out. If I don't, I will grow mold under my house.
Places with bad drainage here, man, we use what we call Aggie pipes. They're the PVC plumbing pipes, but they've got slots cut into them.
Yeah.
And then you set it up at a certain level, under the soil, but you cover it all with like volcanic rock.
Yeah.
So-
Rocks.
Yeah, the water won't accumulate. Travels rocks, and then some of it'll leave in the bottom of the pipe, and the rest will disperse, and then it all spreads out evenly, so you don't get any puddles and pooling and shit.
Mm.
Just
I learned that
pump
when I
it.
did ranch, so doing that.
Yeah, it's
Aggie
very
farm.
important because any little bit of water laying around will be a place for mold to grow and other problems to occur.
Yeah, I've laid Aggie pipes before. My
So
dad-
especially when you crawl spaces under houses, you want to make sure that you have no place for water to collect and pool. You know, you want to make sure it all drains into a sump pump and gets pumped out, and then you won't have that problem.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
Hang on.
Yeah, that's the answer. You just got to pump it.
Yeah,
Pump the water
yeah.
out.
Pumps do a lot of good work, man. Ken's got a pump on his water tank. Otherwise, you wouldn't have any water going anywhere. Goes from the tank to the house. Yeah. And then I think it returns what you don't use too, Ken, doesn't it? Because you can still hear a pump running after you turn the water off. Sometimes it goes on and then it goes off. I don't know how it works, but it's miles from the house.
Yeah.
It's a weird setup, but that's the way they did it.
Most water systems work with like a float. It opens and shuts depending on how you want it to.
No,
It's tricky. You got to make sure it all works right. You know, because it
Yeah.
can get clogged up. Shit can get clogged up and shit. So those kind of things. You got to make sure you set up properly. Fuck yeah.
yeah.
Damn, you sound like you got some fucking COVIDs or something.
No, I've got first joint of the morning. Yeah, jointitis. Yeah, just getting over that hump, mate.
Well, you got to smoke a couple cigarettes. to get
Yeah, I'll be
going.
right. Got up. Ken goes on. Ken can't breathe for the first half hour either. We're both fucking with weight.
I feel you, man. Where I live right now, we're in the pollen season, dude. It's nasty.
Yeah.
Whenever the wind blows, the air is just full of this green fucking wave of pollen.
Yeah.
So all the trees just picks it up.
I used to suffer badly from pollen, man, and grass seed with hay fever, you know. But
It's really
when I
bad.
stopped getting,
It's every
Stop getting-
June we have this pollen season.
I used to have to go.
I never did. I thought it was a myth, you know, people just imagining getting affected by pollen. Like people are allergic to cats and dogs. That's all in their fucking mind.
No, this pollen.
Peanut,
It's like
peanut allergy.
dust.
Come on.
It's
It can't
like
be
dust that flows through the air.
Uh,
It's really
But
bad.
when I stopped all the dabs, man, all those problems went away. Funny about that. Yeah. No more hay fever, no more asthma, nothing of it. All gone.
When you tried what?
You could do a jab.
No, I'm saying when I stopped getting any jabs, you know, I used to get a flu jab. Yeah, jab. When I stopped taking the flu jab, no more problems, mate. No more hay fever, no more asthma.
You know, I used to have a lot of health problems when I smoked cigarettes. When I quit smoking cigarettes, a lot of those health problems went away.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Yeah, I stopped.
I used to get like panic attacks and shit when I smoked cigarettes.
Yeah, panic attack.
And once I quit smoking cigarettes, I haven't had another panic attack.
Well, I must have been doing something, eh? Nicotine.
Yeah.
Oh, you might have a different formula over there to us, but yeah, could be. You get poisoned more than we
It
do.
affected me.
Yeah.
Ever since I quit smoking, I used to have it all the time, panic attacks. I quit smoking cigarettes and they went away.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, I've had panic attacks a few times in my life, but don't know what from. Could have been smoking. I was smoking cigs then. Yeah.
The only panic attack I got was paranoia from being too stoned, man.
But what really is a panic attack, right? What really is, define what a panic attack is. Like, oh God, I can't breathe. My heart's racing.
Oh no, I've never had that, man. I've never had that. No.
Yeah,
Just like
like
really high anxiety.
I feel like
foreboding
I feel like
feeling.
I can't breathe. I'm gonna have a heart attack. You know, that's kind of like
Yeah.
what I would call
Oh.
a panic attack.
Yeah, I've had that.
Uh,
Yeah.
It was mostly mental, I think.
Yeah.
From maybe drinking,
Oh, it is.
smoking cigarettes, and smoking weed, all combined. When I
It all
was
started.
young.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably mostly a mental thing, but I think quitting smoking cigarettes just got rid of it for me.
Yeah. Whatever works, man. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, to quit smoking cigarettes was like one of the hardest things I ever did in my life. I smoked cigarettes for like a long time before I was finally able to quit. You know,
I gave up gradually. I gave up gradually. It was like in the end, I just didn't feel I need them anymore.
I had to just quit cold turkey, man. That's what it finally came down to. I quit, you know, and I just had a strategy to quit smoking, and it was like I was like unemployed at the time, so I didn't have like a normal daily routine, you know. And I used weed a lot. And I would smoke when I had a nicotine craving or a cigarette craving. I'll just smoke weed.
Have a joint.
And then I would go to sleep, and I would take a nap. Just sleep, and I'd wake up. And after the third or fourth day, I think it was after the fourth day, I woke up and I was like, "Fuck yeah, I did it! I don't need cigarettes anymore. I don't need to smoke." You know, after 4 days of doing that, and it was sheer determination. It was like every minute that I fight against this cigarette craving. Because I've done it so many times and I gave up, and I told myself I'm not going to give up this time.
My grandmother went to a hypnotist, and after a few visits to the hypnotist, she said she was coming home. She goes, "Oh, I can't wait to get home and have a coffee and a cigarette." And she goes, "Oh, that's all right, I don't smoke." And she had a packet of cigs lying around for like months, and she gave it to someone. She just went straight cold turkey, never smoked again. Mind over matter, you know, it worked.
It is.
It's all mental. It's all mental.
Well, pretty much, man. It pretty much is.
And quitting addiction. It's all once you quit smoking cigarettes, you've conquered addiction.
You prove to yourself you can do anything, man. You can do that shit, man.
I've conquered addiction. I can quit anything.
Yep, you can do anything.
Anything I want, anytime. Because nicotine is worse than heroin. It's the most addictive thing on the planet. And I tried so many times. I mean, it was a monkey on my back. It took me 10 or 20 times of seriously trying to quit before I finally was able to do it.
But basically, you've only got to get to a week, man, and then once you get to the second week, because after 1 week, you basically your lungs are starting to clean themselves, you know, and
you've gotten rid of that pattern, that routine,
and the addiction's starting to drop off, man. And once you get to 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, there's no way you'll go back.
Once I went 4 days, I fucking knew that I had won.
Yeah.
The fourth day I woke up, I did it.
The hardest thing giving up was
thing on my mind was not smoking a cigarette.
Yeah.
When I used to work, you know.
I beat cigarettes. You know, I smoked for fucking 25 years of my life since I was like 15 years old. you know, until
Fair enough.
and then I quit in 2009.
Yep.
I can still smoke a cigarette to this day, but I would not be an addict like I used to be.
It's more the habit, man. It's fucking lighting it, it's rolling
it's
it.
the addiction. It's the
It's-
addiction to it. You
It's
know?
doing something with your hands, man. You know what I mean? That's
But once
fucking
you
the big.
overcome the addiction, you can smoke a cigarette now and then and say, I'm not going to become addicted to it again. Ever. I've
When I
overcome
used
the
to work, when I used to work, I
Ozzy in the house. Woo!
when I used to work, I used to smoke a lot more. Like when I stopped working, I didn't feel I needed the cigs as much anymore because you used to reward yourself. You know, you
But
paint
yeah,
something.
it was hard for me. I mean,
Yeah, that's right.
I smoked for a long time, and it was a battle. And I tried so many times to quit smoking before I was finally successful.
Yeah, I tried about 3 times.
Because I was a weak ass little fucking bitch. You know,
The third time, I didn't
No,
even have to
younger.
try it.
and then when I finally was able to do it, and I was way stronger, and I was determined. I'm gonna quit this. And I said, I told myself I have to. It's economically fucking imperative that I quit smoking cigarettes. They had become so expensive, and my addiction was so strong, you know, that I needed to smoke like a pack of cigarettes every fucking day. I can't keep fucking doing this.
It's my lowest expense, man. So I can't use that argument, unfortunately.
And
But what-
I'm one of these persons that I have a strong addictive personality. If you didn't know that about me, you see how much I drink. Well,
Yeah.
But-
Store-bought tobacco is fucking insanely expensive in Australia, man. But what I smoke cost me fuck all. Cost me like $15 a week. You know?
You know,
Fucking-
I still love to smell the cigarettes, man.
I
When somebody-
don't like it. I hate it.
Yeah,
Most-
some people do.
Ken wants to put his bong through your head if he smells a cigarette in your caravan, man.
Well, caravan is small, you know, and it takes days.
I
for
don't
the
hate it.
smell.
I don't, you know, even though I haven't smoked since 2009, and I've had a cigarette or two since, and I've never become an addictive smoker. You know, only when I'm tripping on mushrooms, I might smoke a cigarette.
I want to fucking try mushrooms, for fuck's sake. I'm wording everybody up. I'm going to get onto it soon, I'm sure of it. It's going to happen. It's going to happen.
You need to eat some mushrooms, man.
Oh, I want to be badly, man. I've never done it. I can't wait.
You're living in Fruita near Utah. Oh, nice. I've been over there. It's beautiful. Fruita is very nice. They grow a lot of fruit in Fruita. I imagine.
We got these mushrooms. We
It's
got
a whole,
mushrooms.
Fruita
We got
and-
we got
Okay.
mushrooms. We got mushrooms here that glow in the dark at night.
Yeah, we do too.
Yeah.
We have
What
those.
these are sort of green, but they glow from underneath. You know the dome thing.
Yeah, they grow in the dark, like in basements and shit. People grow them. Those are the best kind.
I was telling people about it, and they're going, "That's bullshit, Ken. There's no such thing. You're a
As long as
liar."
they got like moisture,
Oh,
the right humidity. They need humidity and darkness.
I want to plant. I want to plant at the front of my property so I can find the front door, man. Would follow the glowing mushrooms fucking to the front door.
There's a lot of people. It's legal to grow mushrooms in Denver now. I haven't
God,
done
God.
mushrooms in a while.
God never got the memo. Gee.
You know, you can buy a big bag of mushrooms nowadays for not very much money.
Yeah, but I love how the government bans mushrooms. I mean, you can't ban.
Because you know why? They don't like mushrooms because it makes people think outside the box.
Mushrooms are banned.
You people are thinking, wait, you've had too much to think.
Yes, I'll be banned.
It's like
They'll be
having too
banned.
much to think.
They tried to ban cows from farting. That didn't work. What are they going to now?
You don't want
Getting-
people thinking outside the
Kitty.
box. You think it's not in the government's interest for people to think outside the box.
We own the
Eating
land,
mushrooms
the fucking nature, the
causes people
sky.
to think outside the box.
No, it's bullshit.
And
All
doing acid
bullshit.
and those kind of so-called drugs. I don't call them
Mm.
drugs. I call them medications.
Fucking mind-opening experiences, man, to make you
They're not
fucking
drugs.
think.
Drugs are like fucking heroin and cocaine. Those are drugs.
That's right, man. They can
Cannabis,
experience.
mushrooms,
Mhm.
LSD are mind-opening experiences.
I love acid, man. Acid's fucking
They're
great.
not addictive. Nobody gets addicted to LSD. No one gets addicted to mushrooms. They're
Yeah.
not that kind of a drug. You know, when they're done tripping, they're like, I don't want to trip for a while.
Right, man. You want to trip every day, you will end up in a fucking
You know,
institution.
usually at the end of a trip, it's kind of you have a great experience and then it degrades. you
That's
know.
right, because you got nothing to rate it against if you fucking like that all the time, have you? You fucking you
All
just
drugs are like that. You know, all drugs are like that. You have your high, and then you
Yeah.
come down.
you got to come back down to earth, man. That's right.
You know, and nobody likes coming down off of any drug. Yeah, you know, most coming down
Oh,
off of
man.
drugs is what causes
And
people to
when
lose their minds.
When I'm on an acid trip, man, I can't wait for it to fuck off the
But
next
with
day, man. Will you?
LSD and mushrooms, you just go to sleep. You just go to sleep and you're fine, right?
Yeah.
And you wake up the next day like that was a hell of a trip. And then,
No, man.
these
No,
other
oh,
evil drugs, they make you want to have more. Like
No. I wake up the next day
Yeah.
after.
Keep you up
After-
for fucking days.
No, the next day I got acid, man. The next day after I've slept, I'm still fucking tripping, man. For the next day, that's fuck.
Yeah, that's how you come down off acid. It's like, I need to go to sleep. You sleep. Maybe you'll wake up still tripping. Yeah, I've done that.
I had one
That's the
I had
first
one that
time I did
lasted
acid.
20 I had
Okay.
one that lasted 24 hours.
Yeah,
24 hours straight acid trip. Nice.
Mm.
that's how long it lasts for me. Yeah.
Acid trips are so cool, man.
Oh, yeah. I used to like them.
Maybe one day I'll fucking drop acid and do a live stream. No, that wouldn't be a good trip. That wouldn't
Can't
be a
find
good-
any.
I've done it on shrooms though. I've done it on shrooms. Shrooms and acid are very similar to me. The effects.
I remember getting in my car the next morning after sleeping. Right, I stayed in a mate's caravan. Ken, yeah, he lived in a caravan park in Druin,
Oh,
and I got up in the morning, man, and I was smoking Taylors, I think, and I pulled out a smoke, right, and I felt like it was some sort of fucking movie effect was going on, man, because I fucking put the smoke in my mouth and went to light it, and fair dinkum, I don't know, I'll try and get the angle. It felt like I was lighting a huge fucking Scooby, man. It was like fuck this thing.
They're
And then I've looked over to the passenger side of the car, man. It looked like I was in a fucking, I don't know, stretched limo, man. And the car had been widened. Everything was bigger, man. I'm like, what
So
the fuck?
you were still tripping when you woke up the next
in
day.
Panorama. Yeah, I'm at the Panorama
That's a
thing.
good acid. You were still
Everything was.
tripping the next morning.
It's like, fuck off. Just let me alone. I just want to
The
go
first
back.
time I ever did acid was like that. I was like 15 years old. First time I ever did acid. And I was still tripping the next morning after it.
And I'm driving back, man, and it's like a video game. I'm just like, stay between the lines. Don't go over 100. And I'm just fucking, everything's just tripping me out, man. I'm just like, fuck, man, look at that.
Maybe I was
Fuck.
too young. I might have done acid at too young of an age.
Yeah, 15 a bit young, I think. I
Well,
was
you know,
30.
that's the world I grew up in. Yeah.
Yeah, I was about
People
29.
dropped acid younger than me. You know, I knew people that were 12, 13 years old that had taken acid. So 15 wasn't that old for your first LSD trip. It was wild, man. It was insane.
I
I've
just
never
can't
had a
stop.
trip like it since.
I can't stop laughing when I get on that shit, man. I just fucking everything's hilarious, man. It's
I
like,
never
fuck.
had a trip like it was like the most intense acid trip that you could ever imagine.
Yeah.
You know, like the first time I guess ever in your life being exposed to it. You know, but they make it
Yeah.
seem like it's such a dangerous thing. It's not. I don't think. I don't think LSD is dangerous at all.
You have to be mentally strong. You can't be in a bad place mentally and trip, man. It won't work out well. You know, you have to be in a good place.
But it doesn't do any serious damage to your mind. You know?
And you can't get addicted to it because
Only psychologically it can do damage.
you have
But
to wait weeks
only
for it.
like psychological weakness, but there's no physical damage done to your mind. I don't think.
Damage? No, man. No. You're probably opening your third eye, man. That's probably what's going on. You know,
Yeah,
pineal gland fucking
those
going.
kind of drugs.
You're just seeing it. You're seeing everything that nobody else can see. You're seeing the unseen world, man. Yeah,
You're seeing the
spiritual.
world outside the box,
yeah, man. Fuck you.
and like the powers that be don't like that shit.
Mhm.
They don't want you seeing outside the box. But interesting conversation we've had here tonight, talking
We've
about
got see.
the morning wherever
Yep.
you're at around the world. We are in the solstice. You might be in the summer solstice or the winter solstice.
Oh yeah, Glenn, I forgot to tell you we're World War
One
III.
extreme or the other.
Yeah, I heard, Ken. Yeah, I heard.
Fuck yeah.
Hey, what happens now? All right. Petrol prices tomorrow morning should be $3.50.
Yeah.
$3.50. It's
Yeah.
about the
Oh,
same
that's
here.
the first
Very
thing they
close.
said's happening is the petrol prices will be going up.
But no, I can't. I got to wrap it up.
All right.
Yep.
We
Sure.
only got so much
Okay.
time. Sorry, Eric.
Yeah.
Okay,
No.
see you, Eric. See you, Glenn. Cool.
We'll have maybe, yeah, we don't got much time. But yeah,
Have a good.
love
Have a good
everybody
weekend.
here. So glad
See ya.
everybody showed up. And fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
We'll see you next time.
See you, man.
Good night.